Hey guys, it's me Judy, and today's video is a very special video because today is a special day. Happy New Year, Linda! Finally, we're done!
Finally, it's over!
But today is also a special day because today we're gonna be doing something I saw James Charles do a video on recently, where he basically rates his candles on a tier list. I found that video beyond entertaining. I was entertained, believe it or not. Which is why I thought today we could be doing the same thing, except today I'm gonna be rating on a tier list my worst reviewed makeup looks of 2020. So I created this tier list of 5 levels. I also linked this tier list in the description below, so go ahead and click on it so we could rate along with me, you know. How cool is that?
Oh my god!
So the first one we got is actually the first worst reviewed makeup artist of 2020. Believe it or not, I legit don't remember going to this makeup artist. I mean, this was filmed in January, so January and February were like not part of last year. I don't remember any crazy part of it. I mean, there was a hair stuck over here.
It's a hair. Wait. Oh my god.
But apart from that, it wasn't like major crazy. Oh my god. So in terms of the process, it wasn't that bad, I guess. The result is very meh. I don't know, I wouldn't go back to that makeup artist. I guess let's put her in meh, wouldn't come back. So next up is the last makeup artist of 2020. This one definitely is stuck in my head. I'm pretty sure everyone remembers this one. This makeup artist is truly talented. He has managed to stay a memory. The process was definitely a lot worse than the first one. This one deserves to be less than the previous one. So let's alter this. I guess let's put this in the center and then let's put this one in.
Meh.
You know, I think as we go, we'll realize that throughout 2020, the makeup looks just got worse.
Oh my god!
Wait, pause. Next up, Abomination. This was the legendary moment when black eyebrows made a debut. You know, black eyebrows started to become a thing.
Wow.
I don't know what we were thinking.
I was in a boxing match.
I mean, you guys don't get it, okay? This was a trendsetter. This makeup look, like
You wish.
you wish you had this makeup look. I mean, the products were so old. I remember very well the smell of that place. It was
Not a good smell.
yeah, you know, let's just move on, pretend this never happened. But like I said before, this was the debut of black eyebrows. You see, the next makeup look we have is our Halloween makeup look. And we proceed to curl my lashes with a very available tool, a beer cap. And we also ended up getting black eyebrows. Look, at least this was Halloween. To a certain extent, she has an excuse. Like, no matter how bad that look ended up being, at least it was Halloween, you know? Like, it could pass. You guys remember under my eyes? What the hell happened under my eyes? But because of that, I also decided, you know, it's not fair to compare this with the other beauty makeup looks, and so I brought back an old friend of ours, Halloween 2019. I mean, you know, actually, listen to us. Look, the only reason I didn't put them in Human Abomination is because they're Halloween makeup looks. Our next one is the light at the end of the tunnel. She shocked all of us. I remember she started out like it was going towards Human Abomination. And you know, at this point, like, I was thinking it, you're thinking it, we're all thinking it. Ew. just ew. But it picked up really well because Linda's, we transform from looking like that to looking like this.
Wow.
She is proof that you don't need to pay so much money. I think this was $7, which is insanely cheap. And a lot of the makeup looks that we're rating right now, they were way above that price. You know, it tells you a lot. It shows you a lot that it doesn't need to be expensive for it to be pretty, and it doesn't need to be really bad if it's really cheap. So yeah, I'm definitely putting this in. I love it. Whatever, let's move on. I know you guys don't care about that. We only care about
The absolute trash. And that's what we have next.
if you Lindas remember, a lot of you wanted me to take a James Charles makeup look and have a worst Judy makeup artist recreate it. Let's just say it was very close. It was like an exact copy. I mean, you could not go wrong. This was like the best imitation yet. One thing I really remember with this makeup artist was my nose. I remember she put like the contour and just left it. She just left it. It was definitely like one of those. Like, I definitely wouldn't come back to that makeup artist. It's not that she didn't have supplies. It's not that she didn't know how to do makeup. It's just generally I did not have a pleasant experience. So now this one was a magical one. This was a magical one mainly because it did not involve me, and for the first time ever, I said this in the video, I did not feel bad for myself as much as I felt bad for that other client. There was this guy sitting on the chair getting his hair done.
Cristian, tranquilo que son 4 horas.
You guessed it right, it's Bleach Man. Bleach Man. This man sat in that chair for 4 hours, Linda's. Like, I hope the best for him, and I hope he still has hair. This was one of the results that I actually really liked, to be honest. I really thought I looked decent at the end, but I wouldn't come back there, especially not to get my hair done.
Que te haga una onda en el cabello, ¿sí? No quiero.
I don't know, you guys. I feel like we have a lot of wouldn't come back. Thing is, it ended up looking really nice, but
I don't know. Oh my god.
thing is, you look at this result and it's definitely better than the freaking nasty first one. But then you look at the process, and the process of the first one is better than this one. You know what? I'm just gonna do what I personally went through, and that's why I'm gonna put it here. But if I was to grade the place, like in general, with everything in the surroundings, this would probably be here. Next up is the real art. Next up is the reason makeup artists need to learn from this man. This man is a true artist. This man changed the makeup game. This man is the reason y'all are
Quivering.
Y'all are jealous. I'm jealous of this man's talent. This man, he deserves to go in the very top.
Wow.
My god. Never in my life, I still remember how hard he was being on my eyebrows, and I've never felt pain here. Like, I never thought this was a thing. He made me feel pain in places I never thought pain existed there. What is happening? Like, I remember the eyes were absolute trash, especially when he put the concealer in between my eyes, but that's nothing compared to what he did to my face. It was just so much makeup in the wrong places. I remember this so well. I hated it so much. The whole process of him putting the eyelashes was another level. Next up, we got Vogue. If you remember, there was this like trend happening where people would recreate Vogue covers, and I thought, you know what's a better idea than to do that at the worst of you makeup artist. I went in wanting a very beautiful smoky eye, very editorial, ended up looking like Batman. This was earlier in the year. It wasn't as bad as the rest because, like I said, for some reason we're degrading. Like, as 2020 goes by, it was just getting worse. But yeah, this was definitely not the absolute worst. My eyes probably needed a little more blending. Other than that, it would have been decent. So I don't know whether to put her like here or here. Next up, we have actually one of my favorite and the one I remember the most Mainly because this lady, Linda's, this makeup artist, she's the sweetest thing on the planet. I ended up speaking to her for probably half the time I was supposed to be doing my makeup. It was just so cute, so wholesome. I remember very well, I bonded with her as well. Like, we had full-on conversations. It wasn't the absolute best makeup, mainly because this was actually $4, which is another reason why I remember it. It cost nothing. I mean, you could tell as well in the eyes there wasn't really much work going on, but because the lips are so bold, it really worked. It worked. So I guess we'll put her in tier 2. Actually, I think I'll put it here. You know what? Who cares? Next up, we copied nikkietutorials. And this one, I will never forget this one because it was a challenge. It was a challenge to go through, to say the least. I don't remember the result as much as I remember the process. It was horrifying to say the least. I had the worst time going through that, but the result isn't that bad. I guess the result is nothing really. There's nothing on my face. All that and it ended up with nothing. So
I would never come back again, not in a million years.
next up, what was this?
Oh my god!
Powder Queen. They all kind of look the same. Look, these makeup artists, they share color palette and style. Except for this one. He's babe. So this one was Powder Queen, like I was saying. She's the most obsessed person with powder. And that's saying something. Like, a lot of these makeup artists were actually obsessed with powder. But she took it to another level. It wasn't like the absolute worst. Let's just keep her in not bad. Because it's like really not bad. Okay, next up we've got one of my favorite videos because I ended up taking one of your works, Linda's. I took a subscriber's makeup look. He's very talented, and I asked the worst reviewed makeup artist to recreate it to see what would happen. And oh boy. Listen, Linda's, it's bad, okay? It's bad. It's definitely nothing like the picture. Like, I wouldn't come back to this one, but it wasn't an absolute abomination either. What is this? What is this? Which one was this? I mean, look at that. Just look at that. It's beautiful. You know what? Yeah. I don't even remember this one. You know what? We need to make it look like we are balanced. I mean, this is the worst reviewed rating. What did you expect? They're pretty sure gonna be mostly bad. But this shows you a lot. It tells you that there were definitely a couple of hidden gems, as I like to say. Then we've got the majority, which is meh. And then there was these places that ended up giving me not so bad results. I guess this is the tier where I genuinely don't remember a lot of the process. I'd probably give these 3 stars. So giving them 1 star is definitely not fair. And then there's my absolute favorite, these two. Holy god. Like, how do these places exist? And the funny thing is, Linda's, these 2 places were actually, in fact, proper salons. They were actually really fancy. They were really expensive. They were the worst of the worst. Show me what you guys rated, or take a picture and tag me on Instagram. I'd love to see what you guys ended up rating these makeup looks. It would be actually really fun. I have learned so much. I literally remember starting this without even putting 1 bit of makeup on my face before. I've never gotten my makeup done ever before starting the worst reviewed makeup series, and it's been definitely such a huge learning experience for me. I mean, I'm still very far from putting makeup properly. I mean, this was definitely a journey, especially when you see them all together like that. And having you, Linda's, with me throughout this entire journey was insane. You guys are my biggest backbone, and I've never had a much bigger support system than you guys, and for that I am forever grateful. Okay, but whatever. But here's to 2021. Get ready for another freaking roller coaster, Linda's. I am ready to spam you with another level of content, and you better be ready. And yeah, happy new year. Let's start a great year together, Linda's. Let's start fresh and new and powerful.